Hello. I'm gonna start with, this video is not about making money on YouTube. It's not about monetizing your channel, growing your channel really fast in a small amount of time to hundreds and thousands of subscribers. This is not that kind of video because I am not there yet, and YouTube has changed my life in other ways. I just wanted to put that out there, that if you are looking for information about how to make money and how to grow your channel instantly, fast, this is not the video for you. It's not. I'm just gonna jump right into it. This video is mainly categorized in two parts. First, my experience as a viewer, and then as a creator. So as a viewer, long-form content, watching long-form content has been healing for my attention span. Honestly, it's pretty straightforward as someone who has spent a lot of time consuming short-form content like TikTok or Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. That kind of short-form content, it can really mess up your attention span. So watching YouTube videos and longer form content has been healing for my attention span. Even when I make a video, I rewatch it a lot during the editing process to really make sure everything is the way I want it to be. I don't want to say perfect, but just, you know, that all the clips are there. I've cut out everything that I've needed to cut out. And when you're editing a video and rewatching it, a lot of times it can get boring. It's repetitive, but overall it's pretty good for your attention span because it makes you pay attention. Like, oh, did I cut that out? Do I want to leave this in? Okay, let's run it back one more time. Let's play it before I can save it and upload it. YouTube is also less noisy, and I am more intentional with the content that I consume, the content that I watch. When you open the YouTube app or website, it's quiet. It opens up to a home page. It's quiet because you have to pick something. You have to choose a video before it starts to play, compared to, let's say, TikTok or even Instagram. As soon as you open the app, the stuff is on autoplay. The sound is already on. Like, you already hear the video before you see it. I mainly watch YouTube on my laptop and on my tablet. Sometimes on my phone, when I open the app, it will open onto the home page when it's quiet. Other times it opens up to the Shorts tab, which is on autoplay, and that can be pretty annoying. But watching YouTube and longer form content has really allowed me to be more picky and intentional with the content that I watch, with the content that I consume. Be picky with what you give your attention to. Be picky how you spend your attention. Be picky and intentional with what you feed your brain. That's mainly it for how YouTube has changed my life as a viewer. Now I'm gonna go on to as a creator with the same topics of long form content and YouTube being less noisy. With YouTube being less noisy and for me consuming less content and more intentional with the content that I consume, I can also create more intentionally. I consume intentionally, I create intentionally. It allows me to be in the proper headspace to create what I want and what brings me joy, as opposed to creating what I think I should be creating or I need to be creating based on trends and pop culture. So I'm a lot more intentional with what I create, and it's a lot more fulfilling because it's stuff I want to create instead of following trends and pop culture. Another thing is, while your hook is important, you have a little more time to capture the attention of your audience on YouTube compared to short form content, say on TikTok, Shorts, Reels. When you are on short form content, when you're creating short form content, you've got to have your you've got to have your audience hooked within like the first 3 seconds, if not less, or else they scroll on to the next. On YouTube, you have within the first 30 seconds, at least that's what the YouTube Studio Analytics shows. It shows the first 30 seconds if viewers have stayed or if they've clicked away by then. Obviously it depends on the viewer, if, you know, 30 seconds or 10 seconds, but the point being is you have a little bit more time to hook the attention of your audience, your viewer, compared to, let's say, like TikTok and Reels, right? There's a little more that goes into YouTube, like clicking away. Like, you have to click away. You click away, or you click on a different video, whereas like on TikTok you just scroll and then it's a whole different video after, and you can just scroll and it's like different videos after. It just feels like there's less rush, there's less urgency, and overall more breathable creating on YouTube. One of the biggest ways YouTube has really changed my life is to help me build my communication and speaking skills. I was really nervous to start this channel because I felt like I needed to have it all figured out before I started. Like, I needed to have some kind of business plan for this channel. I'm someone who is not the most articulate. I have a little difficulty. I have a hard time translating my thoughts into words that are easy to understand and comprehend for others. But you know what, not everyone is going to understand you, not everyone's going to see where you're coming from, and that's okay. Getting in front of the camera to speak my mind and my soul, pretty nerve-wracking. Instead of just hopping on trends and whatever else I used to do, like coming here to be authentic and me speaking from my mind and my soul, that was scary. That was scary because of, you know, visibility wounds, fear of perception, especially with the possibility that people are going to misinterpret your message and try to twist your words. A lot of the things I say here on my channel can later then be expanded upon, clarified, refined, but as soon as I have an idea, especially like a divine download, I will try to record as soon as possible so I can deliver the message with the proper energy. And then if I need to expand on later, maybe there's some follow-up information, then I'll make another video later. With working through visibility wounds and fear of perception, like, there's always going to be people who just don't get it, who don't get what you're trying to say or what you're saying, and it's just, you just gotta say, if you know, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. Like, if you either you get it or you don't. There are going to be people that don't get what you're trying to say. They don't understand you, and that's okay because they're most likely not in your target audience, because you will attract people who are not in your target audience. Now, I don't normally script because I end up overthinking things. Like right now I made like a pretty detailed outline and script, and I'm like, ooh, and I'm trying to deliver this with energy I can. I don't normally script, but when I do, sometimes I'll repurpose a script as an outline for a Substack post. Like, if I say something here and I post it, I upload it, and I realize, ooh, I have like more things to expand on that, I will turn it into a Substack post or even a follow-up video. And yeah, like if I script, I'll just repurpose that onto Substack. I've been on Substack for almost a month now. I've been posting at least once a week. So if you want to check out my Substack, I'm going to put it in the description below. That's also been helping for, you know, communication and my writing skills, not my speaking skills. And overall, if communication and speaking are things that you want to work on, just start by recording yourself in front of a camera or even a voice memo. You don't have to post it, you don't have to share with anyone, but if you want to just like practice communication and your speaking skills, I highly recommend, you know, recording yourself in some way and keeping like some like voice digital diary, something like that, just to practice and look back and see how much you've improved. Talk to yourself, talk to an imaginary audience, just talk and record it. Now, I don't know if this is as important as communication and speaking, or maybe it is a little more important, but YouTube has changed my life because it has taught me consistency and showing up for myself. Consistently showing up for myself. Keep posting when no one is watching. Keep posting when you feel like no one is watching, when you have 0 subscribers, when you have 0 views, or maybe the number is not where you would like it to be at, but there's still a number. Keep posting. Keep posting when your numbers are low. I believe aspiring YouTubers tend to give up when the numbers are low or they're not growing fast enough because they don't see their subscribers as people. They see them as numbers and as money. Or a lack of money, because more subscribers and views and watch time equals more attention, equals money, brand partnerships, collaborations, sponsorships. That's how people see their subscribers. They don't see them as people who will actually watch and listen to them. They see them as money or lack of money or not enough money. Anything that you decide to pursue, whether it's YouTube or something else, your why has to be bigger than money, or else it's not going to be fulfilling. If you're thinking, oh, I'm going to do YouTube, or I'm going to do like TikTok content creation and influencing because the money is easy and fast, because I watch other people, you're not going to enjoy it. You're not going to have fun. because it's not easy. Okay, like as someone who has done beauty content creation and influencing, it's not easy, and the money doesn't just come like that. Keep posting when no one is watching. Keep posting when the numbers are low. Keep posting when the growth is slow. Your subscribers are your subscribers. They are people. They are people who give you their time and attention. They listen and watch you. They listen to what you have to say. They watch the whatever content you create, whether it's you just sitting and talking, or vlogging and making really cool edits and stuff. Your people, your subscribers, they give you their attention. We live in an attention economy, and attention is the most valuable currency. Attention is your time and energy. Learn to decenter the money. Decenter the numbers, decenter the subscribers, decenter the money. When you look at your subscriber number, you need to humanize it. That's why I don't like the word subscribers, followers. I just go, oh, humans. Humans supporting me. Like I said earlier, whatever it is that you pursue, it has to be bigger than money. Your why has to be bigger than money. Do this for you. And whatever your goals are, bigger than money. Okay? Do this for you, and you will enjoy it more. You will be fulfilled more. If you're not going to show up for your low number of subscribers, or no one is watching me, show up for you. If you've had a dream to become a YouTuber or whatever it is, you have to show up for you. Even when your subscriber count is 0, even when your subscriber count is 15, and you're feeling unmotivated because no one's watching me, you have to show up for you. You have to show up for you. You have to show up for the younger version of you, your inner child. If this was your inner childhood dream, you have to show up for your dreams. You have to show up for your visions. You have to bring them to life. You have to make it come true. You gotta show up consistently. If you're not gonna show up for your audience, your subscribers, your viewers, show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. Also, slow, authentic growth is better than viral moments, because viral moments are just that. They're moments. They pass as quickly as they come. They're like trends. And a lot of the times when you go viral, you're gonna attract a lot of people that aren't even in your target audience. People that you're gonna be like, why are you even watching me? Or this is not the kind of viewer I want on my channel. You're gonna attract a lot of those people. Slow, steady growth over time instead of viral moments. Keep showing up for yourself consistently, slow and steady. Plant the seeds and trust that they will grow. You know, if you want something that's gonna be sustainable and last for years, for a long time, it's not gonna be built overnight. It's not gonna be built in one day over one video, one viral moment. Show up for yourself, show up for your vision, show up for your past self, your inner child who has whatever dreams and goals, and just do it for you. Showing up for myself has been so healing for my inner child. When I was a little girl, I wanted to be a YouTuber. When YouTube was trending in like the early 2010s, I wanted to be a YouTuber. My first YouTube video on my first YouTube channel, I was like 12 years old. What is that, 6th grade? And I was in middle school. I used to watch Makeup by Mandy. I used to watch Bethany Mota, Jenna Marbles, O2L, Twames. Those are some names that come to mind. That's when I was on YouTube and I was like, ooh, I want to be one of them, or this looks so fun. You know, when EOS lip balls and Victoria's Secret Pink and Tumblr, like that era, early 2010s. I started my first YouTube channel and uploaded my first YouTube video ever when I was like 12 years old. And then I stopped. Honestly, I was pretty insecure that I didn't have like the fancy equipment, and I didn't know how to play with makeups and do get ready with me, and I also didn't have iMovie, and everyone was using iMovie. I did end up making edits on Instagram at some point. I had an edit account where I would edit like Marvel, Lord of the Rings, Divergent, Once Upon a Time, Harry Potter, Maze Runner, and then I ended up deleting it because I thought, oh my gosh, who's gonna see this? Again, visibility wounds, fear of perception, judgment by others, because you know, middle school's hard. Then a few years later, when I was in high school, literally 16, 17, 18, I made another channel again just for funsies and sillies. No niche, no vibes, just funsies, sillies, vlogs, travel diaries, whatever brought me joy, just for the sake of documenting and creating. And then I stopped again because visibility wounds, fear of being perceived, and it was high school. And then at 20, I tried vlogging again. I made another channel. When I was in college to, you know, just document being in college and during a pandemic, documenting my skin journey with acne. I had this whole big thing with acne. That was me when I was like 20 years old, sophomore in college. I struggled with consistency, like balancing YouTube and school, and then filming in public. And also my skin insecurity did kind of get the best of me. And then 2 years later, like last year, like late September last year, I started again because I told y'all I was doing beauty content creation and influencing on TikTok and Instagram for a while. And then when I got burnt out and lost myself, sense of direction, whatever, I was like, ooh, okay, wait, what if I try to do long form content? Let me start a YouTube. So I started doing beauty things on YouTube. I started doing YouTube again, like in the beauty niche. I started late September last year, literally almost a year ago. I eventually got burnt out and tired and exhausted because life was lifing. And then after my second major spiritual awakening earlier this year, at the beginning of this year, I just didn't really resonate with doing beauty influencing content creation anymore. And following that second major spiritual awakening, I created this channel. I actually created this channel in January, and then I started posting a little bit in January, but I didn't start posting consistently until April. And ever since then, I've been posting at least once a week at least. I've grown my channel. I think as of today I have 90 subscribers as I'm filming this. Yep, I have 90 subscribers, and most of them actually came from my shorts because I was posting on TikTok as well, and I thought, okay, I might as well just like repurpose this and upload it to shorts too. And most of my subscribers came from shorts, but my videos, I really want my videos to be my main thing, and my videos were just not really getting views. So I decided to private and archive my shorts because I want my videos to be the focus of this channel, to be the main thing of this channel. No more shorts, at least not for now. But yeah, like my whole YouTube journey started when I was 12 years old, and then 16, 17, 18, 16, 17, 18, 20 years old, 22 years old, and now 23 years old. Here I am. I've started over many times. The thing that was consistent is I kept abandoning myself. I was not consistent. I did not show up for myself. I abandoned myself. This time I will not. Show up for yourself. Show up for little you. For you. Detach yourself from the outcome. Detach yourself from the numbers and the audience. They will come when the time is right. But show up for you. Please show up for you. If you're looking for a sign to start YouTube, let this be the last How YouTube Changed My Life video you watch. This is your sign to start. Literally just start and then improve as you go. Whatever it is what you want to do, whether YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Substack, start a business, whatever. Literally just start and figure out the rest later. Improve as you go. Deal with one thing at a time, okay? That is what I do. That's how I'm also going about Substack. Just start, and then whatever else that you are overthinking, deal with it later. Just start something. Start something now. Start something now. What's the saying? Just start, make it better later. Just start and flow with where it takes you. Flow with it. Don't try to like be so nitpicky and perfectionist and to control everything. Just start and just flow. Be yourself. You don't need to pick a niche. You don't need to limit yourself to a niche. That's my thing about niches, is they're pretty limiting. You are the niche. You can be the niche. Pick a niche. I am the niche. The niche is me. Create what you want. Create the content you want to make. Create the content that brings you joy, and the rest will fall into place later. Figure it out later. Just Just create for the sake of creating. Create for you. A lot of the times we limit ourselves. We don't even start. We don't even start because we feel like we need to have it all figured out. Like I said earlier, it's like creating a business plan for your channel, for your Substack, for your TikTok. But you don't need a full business plan, okay, to get started. You don't need a business plan to record something and then upload it onto YouTube. You don't need a business plan for that. If you don't know, just create. Do it for you. What you want to make, what brings you joy and fulfillment, and the rest will fall into place. Because your audience is already out there. It's just a matter of when they find you. Do this for you. Do this for little you. Do this for your dreams. Do this for your goals. Do this for your vision. Flow with it and allow the rest to fall into place. Sorry if I'm talking a little lower. It's because people came home. I don't want people to hear me. Another thing, you don't need all that fancy equipment, the fancy camera, the expensive camera, and the lights, and the microphone, and super computer with the super editing software. You don't need all that fancy stuff. Work with what you've got. Just make sure you've got some decent, good audio, okay? I think audio is a little bit more important than visuals when it comes to YouTube. I mean, obviously it depends on what you're making and stuff, but audio is very important. We want to hear you clearly. Overcome your challenges throughout your journey, not before you start. You do it throughout your journey. Remember, this is a journey. We learn through it. For example, I mentioned why I was nervous to start this channel, you know, like visibility wins, being perceived and all that. My first communication challenge, speaking challenge, was to just get in front of the camera and speak. I could not do that. Set up the camera and then I just am staring at myself. I'm frozen. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna say? They're watching me. Even though it's just like the video, it wasn't like a live stream or anything. I was like, oh my gosh, people are watching me. My first challenge was to just talk for a few minutes. I couldn't even talk for like 3 minutes. It took me time to form sentences. I'd have an idea and then I'd say a sentence. I would, you know, translate thoughts into words. I would say a sentence and then I would stop, pause, and think about the next sentence, and I would piece the next sentence together. Sometimes I would verbally say the pieces out loud, and then I would say the next sentence, and then the same thing, pause, think, next sentence, same thing, pause, think, next sentence, so on and so on and so on. Like there's a lot of, I was very stiff. If you look at my older videos, I'm probably more stiff. There's a lot more cuts in it, a lot more cuts in between sentences. That was my first challenge, to just get on here and speak. And like I said, be articulate. Now my sentences flow more. There's a little less edits between each sentence, less edits, less cuts. Things can flow a little more. My earlier videos are like 5 to 10 minutes. I was very stiff, very nervous. Literally, I'd have a thought, press record, and then freeze. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna say? Now how do I expand on this? Like when I started, I could not speak for more than like 10 minutes. I don't think I even reached 10 minutes. Now most of my videos are over 10 minutes, like published, over 10 minutes. Raw filmed, unedited is probably an hour. And then, no, not like an hour, maybe like 30 minutes. Like when I first started, I was very nervous, stiff. Now I'm more comfortable in front of the camera. I can show a little more personality, be me, because I've learned to show up consistently for myself, because I showed up and I got more comfortable as I showed up. I like to treat it like FaceTime. Most of the times lately I've been recording on my MacBook on photo booth, but because this video is a little more structured and longer, I'm recording on my camera. But treat it like FaceTime. It's so fun. Just, you know, we're having a conversation. Confront your challenges as they come, right? For me, it was for speaking. Now a lot of my challenges are, you know, stuttering, filler words. I keep saying, you know, like, and, so. What else is on here? Most of the time I speak like fresh out of my mind. Sometimes I make an outline, a script, like today I did. I rather have a lot of filler words or imperfect speech than like reading up my script with the wrong energy and delivery, because I'm so focused. I want to deliver everything correctly. And right, like when you get lost in your script, it can come at the cost of your energy, of your tone, your authenticity. So I rather come on here and I'm like, so, you know, then being such and reading a script behind the camera. That's something I'm working through, is trying to limit my filler words and stuttering all the time. That's who I am right now. I stutter a lot, so you're gonna see it. You've been seeing it. If you've made it this far, thank you for still being here. You've heard me stutter and say filler words throughout, right? Overcome your challenges as they come. Remember, this YouTube thing is a journey, or whatever it is that you're gonna pursue. The same thing, it's a journey. Even if you don't know the destination, it's a journey. We learn along the way. You can't face your fears and your challenges before you start. If you have a fear of visibility, how are you going to overcome your fear of visibility when you're always hiding and you never put yourself out there? How can you overcome that challenge before you start? Same thing with public speaking. You have a public speaking, but then you don't speak in front of the public. You're never gonna start. Just start and improve later, because there's only room for improvement onward. Alright, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, for sticking around. Let me know if this was helpful in some way or another way. I feel like I yapped a lot, so I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Love you. Wait.